Hi, everyone. Marcia Grace here, your Calm Creativity Connector. And it's Friday, and I'm welcoming you to Calm in the Center of the Storm. It seems like the storm is beginning to abate a little bit, possibly. Um, let's hope so. I'm trying to keep positive thoughts going here. Today we have a new topic. And the topic is the confidence game. But first, I want to say that I am here because I want you to know that there is a way for you to view your feelings and your experiences differently so that you can discover the solutions that you need for your business, for your life, your relationships, whatever. Even in the midst of the craziness and the fear and the just all of whatever health issues, financial issues you may be having, and even if your business is closed down. Or you're in danger of losing your job, whatever the problem is, everything begins with our thoughts. And so it is essential for us to recognize that we have some power over our thoughts, that we can shift them from fear, from the state of being in a state of fear, to one of understanding. So that from outward, from being all concerned about what's going on out there, to bringing it back within, because that's where you can discover your inner wisdom. And it will tell you, it will talk to you, it will tell you what you need to know in order to resolve those issues. So my expertise, of course, is in teaching what I call meditative contemplation, to differentiate it from meditation, because what I teach is very different. And now more than ever, we have possibly the opportunity, if we're at home a lot, to explore a new way of looking at life and your own life and the way and everything in your life, so that you can find out what's causing you to suffer and work to relinquish it. Okay, so this is a great time to open that new part of yourself and see what's going on in there and find your answers. So, okay, that's what I'm here to help you do. Every week for the last, I don't know how many, several years, we've been dealing with whatever issues are coming up, and especially now in this crazy time. I've made it my goal, my deeply felt, heartfelt desire to help everyone who is having issues. So today we're going to talk about the confidence game, without further ado. And, we're all participants in this confidence game that's going on right now. This worldwide contagion that is the coronavirus, obviously, which has swept us into this tornado of unexpected and unwanted change. And it's undermining our confidence. A good deal of us, a number of us. Even as we believe we've gotten through the worst and maybe moving back to a state of some normalcy, we still may feel the room shifting a little bit and not be sure that we're on solid ground. So for many of us, and we need to be honest about this, for many of us, our confidence in the ability to solve the riddles of all these changes that are happening in our families, that all of these things have been shaken. So we don't know what to expect from the government. We don't know what to expect from our families. We don't know what to expect from our colleagues, from our associates, or from even the trajectory of this illness, right? We're in a state of I don't know. And so the perpetrator of this confidence game, which is the virus, has lured some of us into thinking we can be complacent, right? And that has caused a great deal of trouble, as we've seen in the latest news about the incidence of the increase of cases, especially in the South. So some of us may be complacent, but others are not so sure. not so sure, and we're feeling forced to curtail our normal business in order to feel safe. And that's what we've all been doing like for months, it seems now, right? Yet all of us are affected by, and we'll probably never be the same. I mean, this is just, the implications of this is just beyond what we can even think of at this moment. So I think masks and social distancing, they're going to be with us for quite some time. Well, all right, so even with all our education and all our experience, you may still feel unsure of your ultimate success in this environment. And I can truly understand that. People I talk to are just so confused and just left. It's like having, just having no answer, no resolution. So even though we're not stupid people, we are very capable people, we still have this sense of being on shifting ground. And believe me, you're not alone. If you're feeling this way, you are not alone. And if you are, please share that with me. Oh, hi, Michael. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Eugene. Nice to have you here. If you're feeling that sense of lacking confidence, of unsureness, just acknowledge that. Let me acknowledge for you that it's perfectly understandable and normal, if you can call anything normal, but it's normal to feel that way right now because we just don't know. We just don't know. So during this hiatus from normal business, we as owners, entrepreneurs, business people, working people, we can feel like the ground is shifting under us and it's causing us to lose our confidence. So you may find yourself apologizing for things that you really have nothing to do with. You find that? And that can be an example of how you've lost your own sense of confidence. And there are other signs. For instance, let me see now. If you procrastinate or you feel overwhelmed, are you feeling overwhelmed a good deal of the time? Okay, that can really shift your confidence. Are you having trouble taking action and getting things done because you feel, oh, maybe I won't do it right, or maybe it's not the right thing to do? And so you become paralyzed with indecision. And you may even be feeling isolated and withdrawn. And that's an extreme, but many people are in that place. And I do appreciate that. And my heart goes out to you if you are experiencing that sense of isolation and deep concern, because you have a right to, absolutely a right to. So it'll be difficult to turn the tide unless we address our confidence issues. All right. So what we need to do is, as I mentioned last week, one of the things, and I mention this all the time, so this is nothing new. If you've been listening to me for a while, you've heard me say this a lot. We need to be less outer directed. We need to be less concerned with what's going on out there, even though we have to handle issues. I know that. I'm not saying you shouldn't be handling, the situations that you're confronted with, but not to dwell on them to the point where you become obsessed with it to the exclusion of anything else. Because what I want you to do and be able to do is to seek your internal guide, your wisdom within you that will help you answer the questions you need to answer right now, right while we're going through all of this. Whatever it could be small, it could be large, whatever the issues are, to help you so that you can find the answers you need right in the moment. And it'll happen, but you have to trust that process. So Eleanor Roosevelt said, and this is something that we tend to think when we've lost confidence. A person can say the least little thing to us that sounds like a criticism, and we go nuts, right? Because we're so vulnerable at this particular time, and so we take it very personally and we get upset. Eleanor Roosevelt said a wonderful thing. She said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." So, of course, it doesn't seem like we're consenting to being criticized, but the way we experience it is our choice. That's our choice. And when you're feeling confident, you don't, those things just roll off your back. People can say things, they can say whatever they want, and you don't care, right? But when you're vulnerable, when you're weak, when you're feeling dazed by all of the confusion that's going on here, it's very, very easy to take those things personally and get upset. So that's only going to weaken our confidence even more, right? So we want to watch out for that. Watch out for, because, those people who are criticizing you might even be, they're in a bad way themselves, right? And so our ego has a funny way of acting. What it does is it looks to blame other people for our problems. And it says, if I can find somebody else to blame for my problem, then I'll feel better, which of course is not true, but somehow we seem to still continue to do that. So watch out for those situations where people will say things to you and you take them personally because you're feeling vulnerable. And that's okay. That again, it's all we want to do is acknowledge it, notice it, because this is the key to getting unhooked from that repetitive cycle. All right. So because we want to get back to a state of confidence. This is so essential right now because it makes such a difference in your life. When you're feeling confident, you're going to reach your highest levels of achievement. You can turn the impossible into the possible, right? Because you don't see obstacles, you see, oh, here's another opportunity for me to figure this thing out. That's what a confident person says. So, this is the kind of thing that confidence has to come from inside. Not from those naysayers. There will always be naysayers. There will always be people who will put you down or who will say your idea stinks or who will tell you you're crazy or whatever. But it is so important for you to just completely ignore those people. Okay? Ignore them. They are not your friends. They're not there to do you any good, and you don't need their opinions. So you walk away, quietly. I would not get into a rumble with them. just say, all right, this person's having a bad day, time to move on, and just leave them go. So, because confidence will help you, another thing it'll help you do is step into those unknown situations such as what we're experiencing now, and that fear won't be with you. You won't have that fear and trepidation. You'll feel secure in that you'll know what to do. That's how a confident person acts. You just know because you're tuned into your guidance and you're just moving along and doing what needs to be done. So you don't want to get stuck in a hole of lack of confidence. You want to notice it and you want to pull yourself out. So, and the other thing that's important about confidence too is it helps you improve your decision-making skills. So, when we're not confident, we hesitate to make decisions. We feel, oh my gosh, did I make the right decision? Will this be the right thing to do? And then we do nothing, right? So nothing gets taken care of. So you want to notice that too. Notice if you're having trouble making decisions and getting things done. So, I came across another great quote that I love. This was Marianne Williamson, who said, "And no one will listen to us until we listen to ourselves." And that's what I say all the time, right? You have to learn how to stop, get still, and go within. Get quiet, open your mind, open your heart, open whatever needs opening. Open it so that you can hear the guidance that will put you on the right track. All right? That's the important thing because only you know what's right for you. Other people can make suggestions and maybe some of those ideas are good, but ultimately only you will know what's right for you. So that's without doubt the last and most important thing you need to do. So soon, if you keep up on this track, confidence will become your habit, your daily habit that you will continue to cultivate. And as you cultivate that habit, it becomes ingrained, and it helps you get through your comfort zone into the unknown, which is all around us right now, with a sense of, yes, I can do this. Yes, I can handle whatever comes my way. I can do it. And so the next idea will come along, and you will get done what needs to be done. So next week we're going to talk about some of the ways, the really little itty-bitty ways that we can improve our confidence. But I wanted to just take this time today to kind of lay the groundwork for the sense of for what it is to be confident, and acknowledge the fact that if we're not feeling confident, that's perfectly normal and okay, especially under these conditions, so that next time we can get into the nitty-gritty a little bit more. For the next couple of weeks, I'll probably be talking about different ways that we can build up our confidence. So, if you agree with anything I say, I would love to hear something from you. I would love to hear or get a like or something, and please share if this has been helpful for you in any way, helped you see some of the roadblocks you may be experiencing, and how you can maybe start to look at them in a new way. As I said, next time we'll talk more about the details of that. Okay, so that's the first, as always, the first part is our little talk about our topic. And then, of course, if you want to stick around, I'm going to do our meditation, our little quiet time, because we need to practice this. And it's good to practice it together because, first of all, you don't feel like you're the only person that's this crazy person that's sitting here with your eyes closed and breathing. This is really the greatest gift you can, I'm so excited. Oh, by the way, I got to tell you, I'm so excited. I haven't gotten it yet, but I was just hearing an interview about this new book that came out. It's called Breathe, and I forget the subtitle. But it's something about ancient wisdom in modern form or something like that. And it's all about breathing. And so all these weeks that I've been, doing breathing exercises with you, and you're saying, what is this crazy woman doing with these breathing exercises? If you would read this book, you're going to find out how absolutely essential and valuable just simple breath work is. Just simple breath work. It heals your body. It calms your mind. It does so many things. And then on top of that, when you put in the quiet time afterwards, oh my goodness, you're a whole new being. So it's worked for me. I know it can work for you, but you have to do it. You have to put it into practice. So that's why right now we're going to set aside everything that's maybe on our laps or whatever, and hang out with me. I'm going to light the candle. Here's our candle. Oh, let's see. Yeah, okay. And if you like looking at a candle, that's great. You can look at this candle. Oh, and did I tell you, if you have to go, as I said, give me a like, a share, whatever, and there's a URL there, and you can go there and get a free guided meditation of mine. So if you'd like that, you're more than welcome. So I'm going to light the candle. And if you like looking at candles for meditation, then here you are. And if you'd rather close your eyes, that's good too. But first we're going to do our breath, and then I'll just take you to a little guided meditation, and then we will be done. Okay, so today let's do this new breath that I learned from an ancient book. This is a different book because I have all these books on breathing now. I'm just really into breathing, and because I know how valuable it is. So this breath, I think I taught you a couple of weeks ago, and it's a pumping breath in the belly. It's a puffing. It's a puffing that you do. It's like you're breathing in, but you're going to do it through the nose. So it's like a sniff, but as you're sniffing through your nose, you're pushing your belly out. And this may sound counterintuitive, but what you're really doing is filling your belly really quick. So it should make your belly pop out And I don't mean here, not your chest. Your chest should not move. It should just be your abdominal area. So it's a, and then blow it out and feel all the air just flow right out. So it's, and if you want to lift your chin as you, that'll help work these neck muscles, keep that neck nice and tight. All right, so we're going to do that 5 times, okay? So it's a sniff, sniff, hold for a second, and then exhale. All right, so here we go. All right, sniff, sniff, hold, and blow it out. Sniff, sniff, hold, blow it out. Sniff, sniff, hold, blow it out. Sniff, sniff, hold, blow it out. One more. Sniff, sniff, hold, blow it out. All right, now just if you want to close your eyes for a minute or look at the candle, whichever, just feel the effects of that breath work. You might feel a little dizzy, and that's normal because you took on a whole lot of extra oxygen, which we normally don't do. Hi, Angela. Thanks for coming. As we feel the effects of that breath, and if you need to move anything, I often do a shoulder rotation or a neck rotation or anything, any kind of stretching or anything just to feel loose and light and completely relaxed in this moment. So we are here, right now, right in this perfect moment of peace. Because here, the past is over, the future hasn't happened yet, and we can just relax. Just relax. Relaxation comes easily to those who feel confident in themselves. When you're confident, the body is at ease. The mind is open and ready to hear the wisdom of that internal voice. When we feel confident, we are smiling. The little corners of the lips turn up because we see everything as a positive possibility. When we feel confident, we meet and greet other people with a sense of happy expectation of what will transpire in our conversation. And when we feel confident, we go into our day, into our work with pride and with the sense of accomplishment that we know we have. All our abilities come to the fore. They're all present and ready to go to work because we are open and willing to accomplish the next thing that needs to get taken care of. So I want you now to just spend a moment or two in the stillness. Just be still. And I want you to think of your abilities. And you have them. You have many abilities, I'm sure. So I want you to think about them. I want you to list them in your mind. And we'll do that first. I want you to list them in your mind. So just think of what, and it could be anything. We're not talking about just business or work. We're talking about any kind of ability that you have. So I'm going to give you a minute to do that. They don't have to be physical abilities. Maybe you're a good conversationalist. Maybe you're a good joke teller. Maybe, as Michael likes to think he is. Whatever it is. All right, so by now you should have a list, a nice long list of a number of things that you're good at. Are you good at making burgers on the grill? Are you good at fixing engines? Are you good at sewing the buttons back on your sleeves? Whatever it is. Now I want you to celebrate those abilities. I want you to pat yourself on the back, or pat yourself. You can do this. You can cross your arms over your chest and give yourself a big hug. Give yourself a hug. We all need hugs. I haven't had a hug from anybody in so long. So hug yourself and appreciate your gifts. These are your gifts. These abilities of yours are your gifts to the world. And the more you share them, the more confident you're going to be. So go out there today and share your abilities with anybody you can find, or call somebody up on the phone and share your abilities with them. You don't have to tell them, but just do it. Just do it. And see how you feel. And let me know. I would love to hear from you. Let me know how it went. Okay? All right, so let's just scoop that all together, all that delicious, good feeling of bringing our abilities to our conscious awareness and celebrating them. Just feel how good that feels. And now, let's take one more, or one slow, deep breath in. Just one slow, deep breath in, and hold that breath. And then as you release that breath, you can let your eyes come open. Hello, and we are back. So, thank you. I got hearts, I got love. Thank you. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you will share your abilities today in any which way you can. And every day, of course, every day. And next week, as I said, we will be talking more about the ways we can build our confidence in these difficult times. So, again, go to my website, get my guided meditation, and see what else you like there. And I wish you a very joyful weekend and great week until we meet again. All right? Okay now. Bye-bye. Many blessings.